Welcome to another exciting edition of Excel Q&A with Excel Monster. And today we want to take a look at some interesting topic here, making totals fun. We're going to have some fun with totals over here. You know, we use a lot of totals in our report. And in this report, I'd want to put a subtotal here in column D. For each of the months, I would want to see subtotal for each of the sales guys. I would want to again see subtotal for each of the months. Each of the months, I would want to see subtotal. They probably have here in row 28 the grand total. Let me just put the grand total. Good. Now, what we are going to do is first you would have to select your ranges. Okay, so I'm going to highlight the first range from B2 to D6. I need to include one blank column on the right and then one blank row at the bottom of my range. So you just highlight the first range, but then all the subsequent ranges you'd want to highlight would be done using the same principle but with the control key selected. Okay, so I hold down the control key and then I go for B9 and pull over to D15. That's the second range. Take your finger off the control key. When you are on B18 and you are ready to click, just hold down the control key first and then go for the click and drag to D26. Hope you got that. Okay. Now the final selection we would want to do, of course, is the final range. We'd want to go for the range that would give us our grand total. So how do we do that? The same strategy. Hold down the control key before you click on cell B2, and once you do that, you hold down the control, you pull over straight to D28. Then what do? You hit Alt equal to, and there you are. You have the total. You have the total. Well, I think there's a repetition here. I'm just going to get rid of that. And you can actually see over here that we have the subtotals added for us. And if you double click on any of the subtotal rows, you'd be able to see the range. Now let's go for the grand total. When I double click on my grand total values, what this actually did was the Alt equal to is able to look in the column and go for the ranges that have the subtotal. So there's not going to be, don't think it's going to be an addition of everything, including the subtotals. That's an interesting and a fun way of adding totals. See you again in another edition of Excel Q&A tomorrow. Thank you.